Have you ever fought for a place that felt like your soul's home? I'm Lila, a cartographer with a knack for maps and a heart tied to a cabin my grandfather built in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It was my sanctuary until Karen and Tom, my new neighbors, decided it was theirs to control. The trouble started when I arrived at my cabin one crisp autumn weekend. The air smelled of pine, and the leaves crunched underfoot. But a garish "no trespassing" sign greeted me at my own gate. Karen, a woman with a perm as tight as her smile, marched over with Tom, her husband, trailing behind. "This land's ours now," she declared, waving a flimsy property deed. "Your cabin's on our lot. Leave, or we'll call the sheriff." My stomach churned. That cabin held my childhood summers with Grandpa sketching maps by the fire. I wasn't leaving. I tried reasoning. I showed them my deed, older than theirs, clearly outlining my acre. Karen scoffed. "Your map's outdated. Our survey says this is ours." Tom, quieter but smug, nodded along. They'd bought the adjacent plot and hired a shady surveyor who adjusted the boundaries to swallow my land. I dug into the county records, but their survey was filed, stamped, and official. My heart sank on paper. They were right. The tension grew over weeks. Karen and Tom harassed me daily. They blocked my driveway with their truck, dumped trash on my porch, and even called the sheriff, claiming I was squatting. The sheriff, a tired man named Hank, sighed. "Sort it out in court, Lila." Court? I couldn't afford a lawyer, and they knew it. Karen's smirk as she watched me pack my bags felt like a knife. But then, a twist. Hank slipped me a name. Ellie, a retired surveyor who owed him a favor. Ellie was a firecracker, 70 years old with a sharp mind and sharper tongue. She met me at the cabin, her old pickup rattling. "Let's see their map," she said, eyes gleaming. We pored over their survey, and Ellie spotted a tiny error in the coordinates, a misplaced decimal that shifted the boundary 50 feet. "Amateurs," she muttered, but that error was my lifeline. Ellie taught me how to draft a counter-survey, and I spent nights hunched over my desk, fueled by coffee and fury, redrawing the map to reclaim my land. The showdown came at the county office. Karen and Tom strutted in, their surveyor a greasy man named Carl at their side. I presented my map, backed by Ellie's affidavit. Carl blustered, but Ellie tore into him, pointing out his mistake with the precision of a surgeon. The room went silent. The county clerk, a no-nonsense woman, reviewed the documents. "This new survey holds," she said. "Lila's cabin is hers." Karen's face turned purple. "This is fraud," she screamed. Tom tried to back her up, but the clerk shut them down. Their survey was voided, and my land was mine again. But I wasn't done. Karen and Tom's overreach had consequences. Their invalid survey had also misdrawn their own property line, cutting into a protected forest reserve. I tipped off the state environmental board, and they descended like hawks. Turns out, Karen and Tom had been illegally clearing trees on federal land, thinking it was theirs. The fines piled up thousands of dollars, and their dream plot was seized for conservation. Their smugness evaporated as they faced eviction. Karma doesn't miss. As I stood on my cabin porch, the "no trespassing" sign gone, I felt Grandpa's spirit in the breeze. Justice wasn't just keeping my home. It was watching Karen and Tom lose theirs for their greed. I redrew the map, and their property vanished from it. Now, I'm curious, what do you think? Was I right to fight back? Or should I have walked away? Share your thoughts below.